Today we're going to be talking about compositions of translations. So this is basically where we have two translations that are going to be performed together. So our first one, when one transformation is applied to a figure and then another transformation is applied. Okay, so really what we're going to be focusing on is we're going to be doing a glide refraction, decomposition followed by a reflection on a parallel line. So first we're going to be shifting something a certain distance and then we're going to be flipping it over a line like the X or Y axis. And then we're going to be shifting it, flipping it across a line. Okay, so that's really what we're going to be focusing on here. So this example, BGTS has those versions and I have it drawn in there for you. Graph and its image after the translation of 5, 0. So I have a vector and then I have a reflection on the x-axis. So B moves 5 to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to call that B prime. G moves 5 over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now notice how I'm not moving any in the y direction because that y is 0. S moves 5 over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. T moves over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's my first translation. Then I need to reflect that across the x-axis. So S basically just changes the y coordinate changes signs. So what? The x coordinate stays the same. Y coordinate changes signs. And I call that S double prime just because of how I've labeled it. G is, what am I at? I'm at a positive 1, 2, 3, so I have to go down 1, 2, 3. And B is up 1, 2, 3, 4, down 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is our translation. Okay? And quite honestly, I do better if I just kind of map this out. What you could do is you could have the point B. I start with -3, 4. And moving that to B prime through my vector of 5, 0, we have 2, 4. And then to get to B double prime, X stays the same, Y goes negative. But if you just plot it out, hopefully you should be fine. Okay, the next one. So we have that. And its image of a translation, -1, 5, and then a rotation of 180 degrees. We're going to say counterclockwise. I didn't put that in there, but let's emphasize that just because that's the one I was emphasizing during the class. So, again, first translate this. 2, so I go 1 to the left and 5 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to call that T prime. And then U is here. I'm going to go 1 to the left, 5 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. V, 1 to the left, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I need to take and rotate this 180 degrees about the origin. And again, we're going to say this is counterclockwise. That one's the easiest one, because remember, when you have this line that you draw, you're drawing it's on that same line, so it has the same slope. So V changes. I have a slope of up 1, right 2, so I go down 1, left 2. This is my V double prime. So my v double prime ends up being -2, -1. And remember, this was 2, 1. So what changed? They just both became negative. So t double prime, his coordinates here are 1, 2, 3, 4. So his coordinates are -1, -4. And let's make sure that that makes sense. Yeah, -1, -4. And then u. U is 1, 2, 3, 4. Up 1, 2, 3. Again, they just both change signs. -4, -3. And you're done. Oh, I have to plot that. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that's that triangle, but I'm rotated. So I shifted it left 5, I'm sorry, left 1, up 5, and then I rotated it around the origin. And that's my video on compositions of triangles.